Hello and welcome to Wonderland. My name is Allison, the self proclaimed priestess of Wonderland, and usually on this channel, if we can get through this Follow the Moon challenge, I like to upload videos about metaphysical things, witchy things, crystals, energy healing, and I'm a huge advocate for self care, as in my normal, quote unquote, normal life, I am a massage therapist. But, anyways, we are continuing with the Follow the Moon challenge. Today is day 18, and we are in Virgo energy all day. So that means it's time to get your shit together. I need to get my shit together. You need to get your shit together. The world needs to get their shit together. So let's get our shit together. This year, Virgo season is from August 23rd through September 22nd. So at this time of year, we've already had our first harvest on August 1st. So Virgo season is kind of in between the first harvest and the second harvest, which is the second harvest is usually around September 21st for Mabon. So this is a time of year when traditionally you'd be harvesting your crops. You will have been preserving, canning, storing the crops as you continue to harvest them, getting ready to preserve them for the winter. So, in modern times, if you do not live on a farm, this is traditionally the back to school time. Your schedule is changing, you're getting organized and getting ready for school or a transition in general. We're also just getting ready for fall and the winter and colder seasons. So even if you don't have kids in school or you're not in school yourself, and even if you don't live on a farm, this is still a time of year where you feel that transition. So, Virgo season immediately follows Leo season, and in a way, Virgo season is cleaning up after the party. And if you know or have a Virgo in your life, they probably will be the person that is staying after your party and helping you to clean up. So I'm going to quote Danielle Blackwood from her book, The 12 Faces of the Goddess, because I agree with what she says that the Virgo sign is one of the most misunderstood signs of the zodiac. So she says, contrary to pop astrology lore, she is neither boring nor prudish. Truth be told, the Virgo woman often has an earthy sensuality that gives Scorpio a run for its money. Part of the reason for her undeserved reputation comes from the misunderstanding of the symbol of her sign, the Virgin. When it's taken out of context from its original mythic meaning of whole unto self, the Virgin brings up visions of an inexperienced, uptight, straight laced, and puritanical woman who is disconnected from her sexual nature. There are many virgin goddesses throughout numerous mythological traditions. Notable virgin goddesses in the Greek pantheon, Artemis, Athena, and Hestia. The main defining characteristic of the virgin goddesses is that they did not marry or have children. In the patriarchal society of ancient Greece, women were considered the property of men and were not a viable part of social life. Women's main role in life was to bear and raise their husbands' children. To be a virgin goddess, not beholden to any male authority, was to have a kind of freedom not known to most mortal women. Because they were not preoccupied with the business of procreation and marriage or the distractions of romantic love, these goddesses embodied a myriad of other attributes, such as independence, strategy, and self governance. So, in terms of Virgo the Virgin, let's redefine the meaning of the word so it is closer in definition to its original meaning. This is not to say that Virgo women cannot have children or successful marriages, but these things are not the only way she measures success, nor are they necessarily driving forces in her life. She is her own woman, complete, self-sufficient, and autonomous. Think back to last week on day 10 and 11 of the challenge when the moon was in Gemini. We talked about that representing the air aspect of communication and the planet Mercury. When we look at Virgo and the planet Mercury, we're talking about the self, whereas Gemini was focusing on duality. As we talked about Leo yesterday and focused on the self and what we're most proud of and how can we highlight and present the best version of ourselves to the world in Leo fashion, Virgo comes in to help us perfect and make that actually happen. Virgo teaches us to organize our life, to perfect our skills, to fix things so that we can become the best version of ourselves. Now that the moon has reached its peak at full, it's going to begin to decrease now. So we are entering the waning gibbous phase immediately following the full moon, and we will be in the waning gibbous phase until the last quarter. So remember, waning means decreasing, and gibbous means more than half. So the moon is still more than half full. It's just that the light is decreasing now, whereas with a waxing gibbous, it was increasing. Now that the full moon has illuminated everything about our life, our goals, and our plans, and shined a little bit of light on what needs to change, what isn't working, what needs to be let go. So these waning phases allow us to shed things, release things that aren't serving us. But while we are still here with the gibbous, waning gibbous phase, we can still have that energy to make changes and adjustments that we need. And then using the last quarter and the waxing crescent to really let things go and kind of start to wait and pause and regroup before the new moon. So this is waning energy is really perfect for Virgo energy, especially as the Virgo season is the waning gibbous phase of the year. So this is what Virgo likes to do. It likes to fix things that aren't working. It likes to reorganize and restructure things that are working but just need more tweaking. So this is optimal time to be sitting down with your planner and restructuring things, reorganizing things, making to-do lists, and really taking the time to finish things within the next few weeks before we end up at the beginning of another moon cycle at the new moon. So your challenge for today is to get your shit together. What's something in your life that needs a little tweaking? Take a look back at your new moon intentions. Can they be tweaked? Take a look at your year intentions and goals. Do they need to be tweaked now that we're already 2 months into the year already? How are they working out? What do you need to change? What do you need to shift? And hopefully you see where I'm going with this. You can use this for self-care too. I'm always going to bring everything back to self-care. What's something about yourself that you want to work on? Because the Virgo and the Virgin is totally focused on their self, focus on their craft, honing their skills, and being the best version of themselves. So how can you make yourself more perfect? Because you're already perfect, my loves. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you are enjoying this challenge, and we will see you tomorrow for some more Virgo energy.